мы поговорим по-русски. Well, I guess almost no one understood what I said, but I said hello, today we'll speak Russian. So actually I was asked to shoot this video, and I think it is a great idea to teach you some basic Russian phrases, basic Russian words that you need to know to start learning the language, or when you travel to Russia or something like this. And I think maybe this video can be like a motivation for you to start learning this language. And today's video is not a simple video, and I'm so happy about it because today we have a special guest whose name is Daniel, and he's from the USA. I want him to show you guys whether it is hard or not to pronounce Russian words and Russian phrases, and maybe just to have fun, because you know it's always funny when someone is trying to speak your native language, your own language that you know very well. So let's start this video. I'm very excited. Well, our first words, your first words in Russian will be words connecting with greeting, how to greet other people. Before telling you these words, I'd like you to understand that here in Russia we have different words for one pronoun you. When we speak with our friends, with people who are of the same age or younger than we are, we use ты. It means you, but when we are talking with our peers, for example. If we talk with the teachers, people who we respect, people who are older than we are, we use вы. So there are two different words for you in Russian. Actually, that's why it's very hard to understand that you have only one you for both these words for Russian. But yeah, and that's why we have actually two greetings. The first one is an informal way to say hello. Привет. 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 We can say to our friends, again our relatives, or just people who are of the same age, so it's informal. If we want to say hello in a formal way, we should say, don't be afraid of this word, please. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Actually, it's not so hard actually it is not so hard as it can seem, because we do not pronounce this letter. It is V in Russian, but it looks like English B. The first B is not pronounced. It's just здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. It is a formal way to say hello. Also, I'd like to give you some phrases referring to a particular period of the day. For example, like good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. So, good news. In all these phrases, the word good will be добрый. But this word will change because of the noun that goes after this adjective. So how to say good morning? Доброе утро. Доброе утро. It is good morning. If we want to say good afternoon, we should say добрый день. Добрый день. Well, actually, I think that for some people it can be hard to pronounce this n sound because some languages have only n, m, p, and Russian has n, m, p, and others. So just imagine that you pronounce the word near, and this n sound is there at the end of the word день, день. Okay, the next phrase is good evening. Добрый вечер. Добрый вечер. And the last phrase is good night. There are two variants that are used, I think, equally. The first one is with the word добрый. Good night is доброй ночи. Доброй ночи. If it is hard to pronounce the word ночи, then just imagine that you pronounce two words, no cheese, and just put away this is, and it will remain ночи, ночи. It will, I think, help you. Ночи. Доброй ночи. And the second example, the second phrase that we use is with the same word ночи, but instead of доброй, we would say спокойной ночи. Спокойной ночи. And if I translate it literally, it will mean have a still night, quiet night, or something like this. So the next phrases that you will learn and I will teach are the phrases how to introduce yourself. They're not very hard, believe me, they are not so hard. Okay, so if you want to say my name is and your name, my name is Lisa, for example, you can say Меня зовут Lisa and your name. Again, Меня зовут Lisa. Or other name that you have, for example, Меня зовут Michael. Меня зовут Jane. Okay, it's not, I hope, a very hard phrase. And the next phrase is connected with the place where you live. If you want to say, I am from, I don't know, America, I'm from the USA, you should say, Я из Америки. Я из Америки. And you see, if you say America in English and I'm from America and this word doesn't change in every sentence, here in Russia and in Russian language, words are changing depending on the place where they stand in the sentence. The same thing is with verbs and nouns and pronouns. So it is a right way to say I am from America is я из. It's like is. Is means from in Russian. So я из Америки. So the ending is ki, not ka. I am from America. Я из Америки. Okay, and I want to maybe tell two other countries in Russian. For example, Germany. I'm from Germany. Я из Германии. Я из Германии. And for example, I don't know, Canada. Я из Канады. Я из Канады. Okay, and if you want to say that you live in a particular country, for example, I live in America, you should say Я живу в Америке. Я живу в Америке. Maybe it is hard to pronounce the sound живу, but I think it is like French, like jou. They also have the sound, I think. Живу. So it's not so hard. Я живу в Америке. If I want to say that I live in Russia, I should say Я живу в России. And the last phrase here is how to say nice to meet you. Actually, if we translate it literally, in Russian it would sound like it is pleasant to get acquainted. It is pleasant to get acquainted, yes. So it sounds like приятно познакомиться. Приятно познакомиться. Actually, almost all the verbs in infinitive have this ца in the end. And I know that there is no sound t in English, so just imagine that you combine two letters, two sounds, t and s, ts, ts, ts. Try to do it like this, and I hope it will be fine. It's like ts. Приятно познакомиться. Познакомиться.
Здравствуйте, меня зовут Daniel. Я из Америки. And that means, hello, my name is Daniel, I'm American. And I've been learning Russian for just a couple months or so, seriously. And I mostly learned through YouTube. And that's why I wanted to come here and help out with this video and go through the words in the lesson from the perspective of an American and tell you what's easy and what's kind of difficult and maybe what could be more helpful. So we'll start with T and V. They're very deep sounds because they start like T, T, or V, V, and then they go more deep. T, V. And that can be maybe difficult for like English speakers to get used to. The next is Привет, which is, I think, a really good first word to learn, because if you can say Привет with sort of that yes sound on the end, Привет, it's nice because it's a very friendly word. And Здравствуйте is not easy. But I think it's important to learn because it gives you more confidence in speaking Russian if you can say Здравствуйте. Next we have Доброе утро, Добрый день, Добрый вечер, and Доброй ночи. I think these are interesting because they have that E sound, Добрый, Добрый, and there's again, it's that deep sound, and then Добрый, and it seems very Russian. This next word I actually can't say that well, but it's Спокойной ночи. I don't know if I said that right, but that's just me trying to read it. And I think it's also important to learn to read Russian and learn how certain sounds are, because then it's more fun to try to read words without just repeating what you hear. And then if you can read it correctly, it makes it a lot more accessible. Меня зовут is also a good one because how to introduce yourself. Я из Америки. Я живу в Америке. Sometimes the words change at the end to make them confusing. But every little word can change the importance. Because я из Америки, I think. I'm not sure. And lastly, we have a long word. Приятно, which is like pleased, and познакомиться. And that's where the ts sound, I think, comes in. But sometimes Russian words can be really, really long and intimidating. But if you can actually read Cyrillic and piece by piece go through it, you can learn a lot more and it gets a lot more comfortable. And that's, I think, when it becomes more fun. So that's me helping out. I'll say до свидания and thank you.